Thank you for watching Meatsauce Monty. I'm Matt Montgomery. He's Paul Meatsauce Lambert. It's our best of show.
Absolutely, man. I didn't know we had enough best of.
I think we've got enough. We got 4 seasons.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
we're
talking
gonna
about
play
the
like
hotel
old
or
seasons.
Yeah, we're gonna play. Scott is gonna dig up the treasures of our 4 years together. He's gonna play some nice soft music. Imagine ourselves like walking through a park.
Yeah, kind of like a Daniel Steele novel.
Sure, if you wanna.
Yeah.
If you were on the cover of a Daniel Steele novel, you think somebody could make you look Fabio-like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should see what I look like under the shirt.
Yeah,
Looks like Jimmy Dean sausage left in a bathtub.
Well, you've got the beard. You've got the chisel.
Thank you very
the
much.
lantern
Are you
jaw.
hitting on me?
No, I'm being very nice to my
Thank you. I
co-host
appreciate
of a TV show. We have a 4-year relationship, so
Yeah.
got to keep things going
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
So yeah, any memories on the ups and downs?
Man, I can't wait. I'm gonna DVR it. My
Yeah.
dad will watch it and text me and be like, "You said that?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Dad, it's
It's a
like
show.
a year old, dude."
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh." He always watches it. He watches it all the time. He DVRs it and then he'll watch it on his iPad or his computer if he's gonna be out of town the next
Yeah.
2 weeks. So he'll
Save
DVR
it,
it and then watch
watch
it
it.
on his computer.
Well, we'll see what stuff Todd and Scott dig up.
Can't wait.
Our best of.
Unbelievable.
When we started, did you think we'd be around for 4 years?
No,
Technically 5, if you really want to go back to our own show.
Yeah.
We were together for a year somewhere else.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd make it that far because
Yeah.
I've never found anyone other than my family that has put up with me for more than 2 years.
Do we know anything about the injury, and do you like to say chronic bone on bone just to try to get a laugh?
Yeah, I would. In most cases, I would laugh at that, but I've matured, and I'm not. It's Sunday morning. We don't need to laugh at bone on bone.
See,
we do.
the state
This
parking,
place
no
is
worries.
like Willy Wonka's factory.
You come here,
minus the dead kids.
you play the games.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
That guy's a murderer.
Yeah.
How is Willy Wonka not in prison? He killed kids. You can't tell me that fat kid survived that chocolate thing.
he definitely
And as
did
fun
not.
as it was for like 30 seconds, and I was a fat kid. I still am a fat kid. As fun as it would be to like be in a chocolate fountain and then go up in the tube
And get caught in the chute,
you
and there you
die.
go.
Plus,
Yeah.
you don't want to swim. It'd be boring. Just let's get this out here. Willy Wonka is a serial murderer.
Yeah.
He, Chuck Manson, Ted Bundy, all in the same breath. He's a serial murderer. He killed kids.
Yeah.
People in prison frown upon that.
I don't even need to produce the show.
Willy
I just
Wonka
need you to
should be
stand
in
up
prison.
here.
I'm just saying, he should, right? Willy Wonka
Yeah.
should be in
Willy
prison.
Wonka, great kids movie, and you're
No,
saying
it's
you should be in jail.
terrible. He's a murderer. Then he's got that weird Slugworth guy. That guy gives me the absolute creeps. Get away, you weirdo. I don't want your everlasting gobstopper. Gross.
We're probably in like 4K, Blu-ray quality. Scott's like, yep, just go with it. Almost 3D. People could sit right
My
here.
hoots must look huge in 3D. From a win standpoint, a win's a win. And they always say a win counts for 2 wins in the division.
Right.
They beat Chicago the week before, they beat that. So that's technically 4 wins. It was one of those
That's great
wins-
math. That's
It was,
amazing.
Thank you.
That's like 4 wins.
Don't add another division winner, I won't make it.
So, finding out that your birthday is mid-September, is that special, or is that
It's a weird birthday this year, but
you don't want to?
we're not going to get it.
See, I thought you'd do the math and you might make a joke
Well,
of it.
I mean,
yeah, that's okay.
I would assume I was conceived at an office party.
Yeah.
I love PJ Fleck. Everything he does is amazing. He doesn't make it all about him. It's amazing. It's never about him.
I love
Stop running up and down the field. Stop. Just stop.
The Common Man Dan Cole, the program, on his show, they were asking questions to Mark Rosen because he's nearing his retirement about who are the greatest sportscasters that he'd worked with and best shows and all this stuff. They talked for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then all of a sudden Common goes, well, of course, I thought you were going to say Meatsauce and Monty. And Rosen legitimately went, what? And then he goes, Common's like, that show, he's like, I've been on it, I've filled in for Meatsauce. And Rosen's like, oh, yeah, I've seen a couple. Yeah, it's fun, it's cute. I'm like,
No.
We've talked to him.
No.
And
The
he's
only,
like,
the only way Rosie would see it is if he spent the night at my parents' house and they happened to watch it the next Sunday morning.
the next morning.
Rosie would never watch it.
CW Twin Cities, 10 o'clock in the morning. This week, no guests. Next week, we're off. It's Thanksgiving, so we're going to kind of do a 2-for-1 this week.
Yeah, I like 2-for-1s.
Yeah.
2-for-1s are
What,
great.
what kind of 2-for-1s?
Cocktails,
And?
lap dances.
Yep, that's what I was waiting
kind.
for.
Can I say that on TV?
I think you can.
Yeah.
You just did. The CW loves it.
I'm sure Rosen has.
Yeah.
He's a pervert.
I
I didn't realize how handsome you were now that we have lights on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look at that. No makeup this time.
Case Keenum's terrible. He's a backup quarterback. He's a backup quarterback for a reason.
See, you're trying to be mean now on purpose.
No. Minus Jimmy Garoppolo, there are no good backup quarterbacks.
Do you think that
He's bad.
getting 25, 26 starts,
Nah,
that he's a backup
quarterback
for a reason?
He's 100%
Other than
backup for a
Garoppolo,
reason.
do you think that he is probably one of the best backups?
Who, Case Keenum? Yeah, but
then we
that's
could be
like-
in a worse situation.
Yeah, but that's like me saying that my stretch marks look good on my stomach. I just say it because they're there.
I'm only 3 years older than you, and I distinctly remember the Monkees. It was a solid TV show.
I never watched
Gilligan's
it.
Island?
No.
Brady Bunch?
No.
Anything that wasn't on Nick at Night or Disney Channel?
I've never gotten in any of those shows.
Really?
Common
So
Man
what did you
thinks
watch as a
Gilligan
kid?
Island is the greatest TV show of all time. I don't know, kid shows?
Yeah, so do you remember
Doug?
any of them?
Yeah, Double Dare.
Yeah,
Saved
Double
by
Dare
the
was
Bell,
solid.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Rugrats.
Okay.
No, what 4-year-old's watching Gilligan's Island and the Monkees?
I was.
I think it's the moose and the snowflake star.
It's great.
Thanks.
It's a very nice
I know you
sweater.
said it fits me so.
Do they make it in men's? The Twins should move. They should go back to the
Twins
Metrodome.
should-
Build a Metrodome and put them in there. It's an embarrassment.
You think?
They're
I love it.
going to
Build
lose
another
90
Metrodome.
games.
Yeah, it's
They
not.
they got swept by Houston, and like they gave less effort than I give to this show. And I sat in my car for a half hour before I
You
walked
said
in.
you took a 2.5-hour
Yeah,
nap.
I don't put any effort into anything, and
know
they
what, though?
give less effort than I do.
The end result, even with the lack of
Pure
preparation,
talent.
it is
It's like
pure
I'm the Randy Moss
You
of TV.
just show up.
Just show up.
You play when you want to
Yeah,
play.
you ever seen a cheetah stretch? No.
The return of Adrian Peterson. First question: how do you think the crowd at US Bank Stadium is going to react? Minnesota fans tend to be.
Do you want my honest answer?
I want your honest answer.
You want my honest answer?
Absolutely.
They should boo the hell out of him. They should boo the hell out of him. I don't.
You can say this.
Well, you
Go
can't.
for it.
Why wouldn't you? He acts like what he did wrong isn't a big deal. It's a horrible thing. I'd boo the hell out of him.
do
It's
you,
so bad.
I-
Every break we go to on the morning show, I get up and go wash my hands. That's how they're all dried out.
You're like Howie.
I'm not that bad.
Mandel.
I don't mind being touched by ladies. Dudes, keep your hands off me. Yeah.
The Thunder Down Under jokes have run. You're
Yeah,
like,
that's how it was awkward because we
oh.
went backstage and Todd's hugging everybody. It was really weird. Yeah, he's like, "Can we take a picture with our shirts off?" I'm like, "Todd, calm down."
Would you rather be MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred or former MLB Commissioner Bud Selig, who had to deal with the popularity and yet the fallout due to the steroid era? Would you
I'd
rather
rather
have
be Bud
attendance
Selig.
problems or steroid problems?
Steroid problems, because
Yeah.
when there was steroid problems, baseball was sweet.
People
98,
watched.
the
Yeah.
Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire thing was the greatest season I've ever seen of
Everybody
baseball.
watched baseball.
Everybody watched baseball. Their
Yeah.
ratings were beating football. Everybody watched baseball. Plus, isn't Bud Selig worth like $40 billion?
So you'd
Isn't
rather
he?
be Bud?
Yeah.
Nice.
Even though he looks like Mr. Peanut got stepped on, but yeah.
The Vikings have hired Jonas Stillman. He's a Minnetonka grad. See, shaking your head already. The Gen Z advisor.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? The fact that they did this, is it a publicity stunt? Is there a difference between Gen Z, millennial, whatever they want to call it? What purpose does this serve, other than it seems to be getting a lot of people riled up and saying how pointless it is?
Well, I don't know what purpose it serves, but I don't know. I mean, when I was 18, I was working at Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
So if you take that aspect of it, you go, well, what is, I mean, honestly, he's probably the greatest kid. I'm happy for
We're
him.
not going to rip the kid.
Well,
We're not talking
he's
about
18.
Right.
I can rip him.
Well,
and
last
we
year
just
you-
talked about a serial
Yeah,
murderer.
but last year
of children.
Hey, look at that. Woo! You got a lot of money in there? It looked
No, I
kind of
spent it
empty.
all
I was
on
going
it.
to say it's all gone.
Straight cash, homie. Just bringing that cheddar. I
You're
don't know why I
saying
call
all
it that. It's stupid
the
to
hip
call it
lingo
that.
with the-
yeah.
the
Yeah, my
kids.
brother says that. He's always like,
Cheddar?
How much cheddar do you win? I'm like, Dob, you're a 33-year-old man. Stop saying
called money.
cheddar. Yeah,
Cash,
it's just money. Cash.
you know,
Yeah.
something.
Benji's.
Yeah, it all works. Better than cheddar.
He's styling and profiling, as the kids say. Does anyone say that? Is
Ric
that like
Flair
a
says
50s
that.
term?
That's a great thing.
Ric Flair?
Yeah, you're a pro wrestling
No,
fan. I
I'm
know
an
you are.
adult.
You're a huge
No,
pro wrestling
no.
fan. Woo!
No,
You're still watching it.
I was gonna say no.
Yeah, Ric
no.
Flair, you know
I've
it.
seen an actual woman naked. I'm not into wrestling. Give me a break. Wrestling?
Okay.
Grow up.
Okay,
I like wrestling.
we'll save this other stuff
You're
for YouTube because
48.
this is
The thing with Boone
you and Alex
was,
Boone would be buddies.
No,
I can tell
no,
you'd be best
I'd
friends.
never hang out with that. Alex Boone is the biggest Todd on the planet. But his problem is you can't. If you're gonna be like that, you gotta be like like a John Randall or Jared
Back it
Allen
up.
had that personality, but he could back it up. Boone, the worst thing that ever happened to Boone is Teddy Bridgewater got hurt, and then they went to a different style of offense. So, yeah, Boone, horrible. Correct.
You are a reporter for 60 Minutes.
Okay.
Great news program.
Yeah.
Would you rather do an interview with our president, Donald Trump, or with his former mistress, Stormy Daniels?
Donald Trump, I could care less what Stormy Daniels has to say.
Really?
I could care less.
So you would rather be the
I mean,
journalist
and who cares what he does? I mean,
Yeah, but see, okay, the whole point of the question is...
I'd rather. Yeah,
Do you
I
see
would
the,
rather
the
interview-
ratings? The ratings this last week with Trump were 11.7 million. Stormy Daniels last September, 22 million. So if you're a 60
that's
Minutes
okay.
exec and
Let's
you're
be
trying
honest
to...
here.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Why do you think people are going to watch Stormy Daniels?
'Cause
It's just the same exact camera
yeah.
angle Scott has on me right now. That's what people are watching.
All right.
I would rather. I mean, I would
Scott's
just. I mean,
giggling over
whatever. However you feel and however anyone feels, he's the president. I'd rather
Sure.
talk to the president.
All right.
Plus, I would flat out ask him. I would play golf with him because he could
Sure.
get me on any course in the world, and that would be great.
Absolutely.
Plus, I'd want to see his hair fly off. But I'd rather. I don't care what a porn star says.
All right.
I don't.
Let's shift gears now to the Twins. You're donning their colors tonight. Their performance in New York,
Horrible.
not quite what people were expecting.
No, and you worry about him too because Mauer is 0 for 10, I think, in playoff games.
I'm not sure.
Like, his record. He's never won one.
Yes, I think that's true.
And you watch him on Sunday, or on, what was it, Monday, Tuesday, whatever it was.
Yeah.
They get up, and it's like, you watch, the best example of the Minnesota Twins on Tuesday night was, it's like buying a car just because you need a car, but you don't get it looked at or
We
anything
did
like
just
that.
buy a car. We needed one.
Well, yeah.
So now this analogy, I really hope doesn't come
but,
true.
No, but
I feel you're going in a bad
this is
direction
like
with
buying
this.
something online sight unseen with the Minnesota Twins. The point of it is you go and you say, all right, we're going to do this, we're going to get this guy, and we're going to get this guy, but we're going to spend nothing on pitching, and we're going to rely on Castro.
Yeah.
But this is what happens. Like, you watch some of these other games, like, granted, they're never going to get a Clayton Kershaw. I get that. But you watch some of these games and you go, look at these pitchers. And that's what they have. And I just want to take this moment to apologize for basically turning you into my shrink last week.
No, we had a great week.
Man, I got home and I'm like, idiot, you idiot.
It was one of our best shows ever. I say every week we have good shows.
Yeah, it was.
And I'll say this
They've
again.
done really well because of you.
Oh,
and
geez.
I give Kimberly a lot of credit. That's
Yeah,
about it.
I'd give Kim credit.
Yeah, that's about it. Todd doesn't do anything, and Scott freaks me out.
Game Day Pick and Play. Rush in Sundays all season long and pick the winning teams for each of the scheduled pro games. Top 20 players each week score free slot play. Plus, you pick every winning team, you could score the weekly progressive jackpot. It's football season. Show off your football skills and you can score up to $5,000 in free slot play. Purchase a Coors Light or Sam Adams at participating Mystic Lake bars and get a voucher to toss a football at Club M and score up to $25 in free slot play. You score the highest single-day score of the season and you could win $5,000 in free slot play. Ever wondered what it feels like to be on the other side of Michael Carbonaro as he works his magic to make people believe in the unbelievable? This is your chance to find out. Magician Michael Carbonaro brings his signature blend of bizarre antics, audience interaction, hilarious video clips, and mind-blowing magic straight from his television series, The Carbonaro Effect, live on his stage at Mystic Lake.
Not only is this our best of show of our content, so many brilliant, genius things that we've said back and forth to each other, we've also had a lot of guests on this show.
Yeah, we've had a lot of great guests. Gene Washington we've had.
He's our most recent.
Yeah, but he was great.
He was great.
E.J. Henderson's great. All the guests we've had. They're
All
just
the guests are great.
Great stories. Chuck Foreman, fun times.
I don't know if I'd say that I have a favorite, but one of my most memorable would be Ben Lieber.
Yeah,
last
Ben
year.
Lieber's always
Ben
great.
Lieber is
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, Johnny Randall was good when
John
we had him
Randall.
last, so
I mean,
he's
of course,
always good.
we've had
yeah.
Hall of Famers, Paul Krause.
Yeah,
Our show, our little show, the little engine that could, Meatsauce Monty.
right.
There we go.
It's all you.
Enjoy the superstar lineup. What do you want to talk about? I mean, we were talking a little bit about the Hall of Fame ring. We're talking about real estate. We're talking about your career. You got a lot of story. Your man cave with cars.
Well,
You got
I'll
everything.
talk about anything
Really?
you guys want to talk about.
What's the best car you own?
A 1986 Porsche 935.
So true story.
There's 5 in the country. It's 750 horsepower turbo.
So true story this morning, because I like to live way out of my means, I looked up the Porsche 911 whatever. I didn't know they were that expensive. That is a sweet, but that is a sweet car. Do you drive it?
Just a 911 or a 935?
No, just the Porsche in general.
Oh,
They're unbelievably built.
Yeah,
They're
I drive
beautiful cars.
I drive like.
Not in the winter. Not here.
Well, the only car I've got a Porsche SUV,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
and I drive that.
Yeah, those are sick too.
Yeah. See?
Wow.
Oh, what else do you want to talk about
When you get to
besides
be-
cars?
And I think that's just a great life lessons for kids. I mean, you can take the easy way.
Yeah,
But
sure.
you wanted to go against Randall McDaniel, and until you beat him, when you beat him, as he says, you arrived in the NFL.
It's so true because I would go and practice and I would beat some random guy and just go, okay, it doesn't matter because he's not good like Randall McDaniel. And for life, you're going to have good days and bad days, but you have to keep going. And when those tough days come, you just have to just forge on. And that's the way I approach practice. And so I would go in practice and try moves on Randall McDaniel. And sometimes he would throw me down, push me down, but I would go, you know what? If it looked halfway decent on Randall, I knew it would be pretty much would work in the game because I'm like, this guy right here is like perfection. He was so good and so quick. And so for me, every day it was just like I dreaded it because I'm like, oh my God, I got Randall today. But I realized that what I was going to achieve by going against him every day in practice.
Who's your favorite wide receiver to throw to in your whole career?
Whoever's open.
Well said.
We should have said when we introduced you, obviously you guys are close personal friends, as I joke, but you're with K-Fan. You are the sideline. Do you prefer to be reporter or analyst? I feel like this was a bit one time.
I'm neither.
You're the sideline presence?
I'm a sideline correspondent.
Correspondent.
I like that.
Everybody else want to be sideline reporters and sideline analysts and all of that stuff. I'm a correspondent. We used to do Coleman keys to the game, pregame, right in that slot where we do pregame preach right now. When Paul Allen joined the broadcast, for whatever reason, he was feeling a little rambunctious that day, and he said, all right, instead of Coleman keys, we're going to go down to the preacher for the pregame preach. And Paul Allen birthed this phenomenon that's called the pregame preach.
Sounds like you didn't stay in Minnesota. There's a lot of people that do. They play here, have their career, and then they stick around. You went back down south.
It's difficult to stay.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I love it, I mean, all the places I played, Minnesota has a special place in my heart, and it's just once that cold weather hits, I'm of a tropical people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You said Houston, born and raised, so you'd rather have it a little bit warm, a little bit of sun.
Yeah, a lot of sun. I mean, I don't mind being in the sun. The humidity is good for your skin. I mean, look at this. Don't even show my age.
You do.
Yeah.
You look phenomenal.
You look great.
And you know what the best part is? When you're down in Houston, you can kind of get away with like $90 shorts.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you listen to the Power Trip?
I love it.
I would have worn him, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I love it. He's got the inside bit.
I just heard, it's like $90 shorts. You can probably pull it off because everybody's always in shorts. but
Yeah, I would have worn them today, but it's raining hideously
It's
outside.
a little, 68 is not a high.
little too much. The thing about the NFL is it kind of goes in waves. As you know, you played when running backs were a dominant position. Then it kind of tapered off. Then it kind of came back. Then it kind of tapered off. Now it's kind of coming back. When you have the guys like Todd Gurley and Delvin Cook when he's healthy. Why does the NFL do that?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about. Because remember, they were trying to devalue the running back.
Yeah.
And even though they were trying to devalue the running back, you couldn't win without a running back. So whatever they were doing or whatever they were thinking, the running back is slipping into the second round in the draft, really good ones. And, I think people are realizing that without a running game, you got issues.
Right. One of my favorite sayings that you have, John, is anytime anybody asks you about your injury, you always say the only PTSD I have is from the Minnesota Vikings. And I know you well enough to know how true that is.
It's true.
And we watched the game last week, and it was just hideous.
It was so hideous.
Paul gets me access.
Yeah.
He got me access to Lambeau Field last year.
Oh, my
so we got
goodness.
into the press box at Lambeau Field.
When he
which
gets to
was
hear
really
on
a
TV.
thrill. Well, that's
on his own show.
I got him
Now we're
a
moving
good
up.
friend. We got him press passes to come up in the booth because it was cold and But these idiots, my brother and my dad are wandering around like they've been there for 15 years, and they're talking to everyone.
At
And
Lambeau?
people are walking by in the media area, and they're like, "Hey," I'm like, "You don't know them. Stop. We need to keep a low profile."
Yeah, no.
And my brothers, it was a great time. It was sweet. Yeah. What's your best high school football story? I asked Tommy Kramer, and his was incredible. And I ask him every time we have him on because it's an incredible story.
Yeah. And let me see, in Mobile, Alabama, I went to high school I went to kindergarten with a guy named Robert Bazell, who played with the Houston Oilers, who just went in the Hall of Fame last year, I think. Wow. And we were like, it was three. We were the first 3 blacks to go to this all-white school, and they would win, and they weren't doing anything in football. And by the time we left there, we won 2 state championships, and we almost owned the whole city of Mobile, Alabama by the time we left there. So it was like an unbelievable change in my life to know. I got bused and had to go to this all-white school, me and Brazil and one other friend of us, and life worked out really good for us.
The Miracle at the Met. Maybe a lot of Vikings fans probably know about that, but the Miracle at the Met, you threw to Ahmad Rashad. What was that game like? I mean, I saw the highlights, and it's like you just don't see that. You were kind of a gunslinger before they called it being a gunslinger.
Yeah, that's true. And we got the ball on our own 20-yard line. There's 14 seconds left on the clock, and no timeouts.
Look at that, 14. I mean, you got to go 80 yards, no timeouts.
No timeouts, 14 seconds left.
Yeah.
He had the one play. Yeah.
No,
you go ahead. You were there.
Yeah, I was there, and I get in the huddle and I look at all these eyes on my offensive lineman. It's like everybody's dejected, and I said, "These guys are scared of us." Then I got their attention. I said, "Squadron right, squadron hook and lateral," and I throw the ball to Joe Sensor, and he's got linebackers hanging on his arm. He bats the ball back to Teddy Brown coming out of the backfield on the wheel.
Yeah.
And Teddy's smart enough to look at the clock and steps out of bounds on the 46-yard line. So I get in that huddle and I said, "Did I not tell you these guys are scared of us?"
And it worked.
And I said, "Squadron right, squadron fly, let it go."
And Ahmad made the catch and falls backward and boom.
Backs into the end zone, yeah.
How have you been? What have you been up to? You look fantastic.
Hey, I'm trying. I mean, you can fit in your jeans. Look, first time ever skinny jeans.
Really jeans?
Skinny jeans.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
I'm proud of you.
They're easy to get on, but man, pulling them over your calf and all that. It's first time though, but I'm
proud I believe that for you. I know he likes to talk about his calves, but you might.
What you talk about your calves?
Yeah, they're the best part of my body. Yeah.
Yeah,
really?
he likes to show them off. Look at that. He'll show off his
see.
calves. Look at those things.
That's okay. I can't pull mine up. I can't pull mine up because
Not
of the
all of us
skinny
can
jeans.
wear
but-
skinny jeans. I
Well, I'm just
apologize.
saying, I'd be looking for those rustlers that stole your calves. But I'm just.
Would you like to be known more as a former NFL linebacker 5 years with the Vikings? Do you like that, or do you like doing the current
How do
game?
you like to remember me?
Well, I know.
I've said it before.
I know this one.
I think you're one of the best men I've ever been around. I like how humble you are, and I also like, and it's no offense to all the people we've had on, but you're one of the only people that's like shake the hands of the people behind stage. I like that about you. I think you're very
I didn't
kind.
realize you're actually going to give me a
Well,
straight
yeah, but
answer.
no,
See, you were setting him up for the 2009 joke.
Yeah.
He's just
No,
he's letting that one.
I thought about that.
You can do it.
but
It's our show. We can
man,
say what we want.
Sometimes people are like, "You're so mean." I'm like,
Yeah, but Ben
I've
gets
been to
it.
Ben's house.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
He's super nice to
Yeah,
you. He's setting
yeah.
you up. He
No,
is setting
I know.
you up to do
Yeah,
it.
I set you up for the joke.
I'll do it later. I can't hear you.
You know, another big part of our show, we always do the predictors. We've
Which
done that
I
as a
always
bit.
forget because it's at the end, but I'm always like, well, I always give mine right away.
Yeah, you do.
I prematurely give my prediction.
There's a lot of things that you do early, I think.
That's true.
Yeah. So, for 4 years together, the prediction record, we have no idea what stuff they're
Oh,
going to pull
mine
up
has
here.
to be hideous.
Yeah, I'm sure mine's
I'm
bad
always,
too, but
yeah,
you-
but you're always like on top of it, and like you kind of know.
I'm not
like,
always on top.
Yeah, I bet your predictions are closer to mine. I bet my record's probably like I mean, if we've done 4 seasons, 16 guesses,
Good math.
4 times 16 is 190. I bet I'm like 20 and 165.
All right, that sounds good. Let's see how your predictions panned out. So far this year, you're 0-5.
Yeah, I'm not
you are the
good.
Cleveland Browns of picks.
I am.
I'm 3-2, so I'm not great.
Yeah.
I'm not great, but I'm okay. Last week, we were both right saying a win. I think you said it was going to be a big win. I said 30-17. I was off by 3 points, so I'm pretty close to being perfect.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
I wasn't listening. What?
This week. So we're going to make our predictions by the end of the show. We're going to do our predictions at the end of the show. We'll do our picks here at the end of the show, so stick around for that.
Okay.
All right. We'll do our picks before the end of the show. All right, so we'll do our picks here at the end of the show. Okay. Well, let's save our picks for the end of the show, but I think I can tell which way you're leaning. Instead of you
I
just
think
for
it's
discussion.
a must win.
You must win?
It's a must win.
You use that phrase too
Yeah, but it
too
is.
leisurely.
It's a must win.
It's not.
Non-playoff related, this is the biggest game of Kirk Cousins' career. They'll win. He has to win.
Oh.
He has to.
Has to doesn't mean it'll happen.
Now, I know. That's a great point. They have to win. This is a must-win game. I don't care.
Isn't. It isn't.
No, Vikings will
Crush.
win 24-15.
Okay, 24-15.
Yep.
15 is an interesting number.
15 will be the number because they'll go for 2.
But then
I
they'll
don't
still
know,
be down by
15
9.
just yeah, I
so
don't
then
care.
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I just think 15 because they'll probably get a safety.
If it's 24-15, that'll be the most amazing thing.
Yeah,
ever.
that'd be great.
Seahawks, Vikings.
Seahawks win by 5.
Oh, God.
The Saints are going to win.
Dang it. I want you to go first. We were both right last week with the Vikings.
Yeah.
Vikings or Packers, what's your pick? What's your score?
I think the Vikings win 28-24.
Oh, God. So I say they win by 7.
Vikings lose.
Oh, so prediction, Vikings record next year. Let's go ahead and get right out in front.
Wow.
Be quick with it. Try to be funny with it. Do whatever you
The
want.
Vikings will be 4-12.
Oh, God. Okay. So 4-12.
Yeah, I think they'll be. I mean, that's an unbelievably
yeah.
tough schedule.
I'm going to say 14-2.
You got to go to Kansas City. You got to go to the Giants. They'll be better. Yeah, 4-12.
stop.
Sam Bradford will go down as the best Minnesota Vikings quarterback of all time. They'll sign him to about a 6-year deal, and he'll go down as the best Minnesota Vikings quarterback of all time.
Last predictor,
Yeah.
Vikings. Do you want me to go first? I actually took notes because the more I started to figure this out,
Oh, I
I'm
have
like,
notes.
yeah, you're
A cook in
Hey.
a croissant diner, Dexter Jexter
Coruscant.
picks up plenty of information as he's serving his patrons.
Sounded
He's an
more
old
like croissant.
friend
Hey, we only have like 30
of
seconds
Obi-Wan
left. We got to
Kenobi.
hit
He's always
this.
willing to share information for a price. If you're going to talk to me like that, you have to talk to Dexter like that.
Oh my God.
Tell Dexter.
Vikings.
Apologize.
I apologize, Dexter, who is based off of Ernest Borgnine. Thanks for watching our best of. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, always,
Yeah, it was
man.
great.
I love. Yeah,
These were like
I
the best
love it.
2 minutes.
Yeah, we did this show very quickly.
It did. It was
Yeah,
great.
we just threw it to stuff. Todd put it together, or Scott put it together.
And Todd.
Todd writes notes on his phone of why is he here because he hates my guts. But here we are.
And here we are.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.